Students, today we move to the next chapter, that is application of Gauss law. That is, we apply Gauss theorem to different objects to find out the electric field intensity. Now, before going to this application, we should know what is a symmetrical surface, and you know that this is nothing but symmetrical surface is nothing but or this is also known as Gaussian surface. So what is this Gaussian surface? Now here the value of E and theta are same in that surface. So that means if this one is your surface, if this one is a point, what is the value of E here? The same value of E here also. That means at every point the value of E are what? Same. Understood? Similarly, theta is also same. So that means if this one is a E and this one is an area vector A, so the angle between them is how much? 0. So at every point on this surface, you can take any point on this surface, any 2 points on the surface, E and A, the value of theta should be coming how much? 0. That means in this surface, E is same everywhere, theta is also same everywhere. Now this type of surface is known as what? Gaussian surface, and this is also known as symmetrical surface. Okay, now again move to the application. We should know about some fundamental concept. That is a first problem, first fundamental, linear charge density. Linear charge density. This is defined as what? Lambda. We already discussed this. Again I will told you. That means if you take a thin line charge, yes or no? If you take a thin line charge, then how can you find out the total charge of this line charge? So ये line charge का total charge कैसे निकालेंगे? देखो हम क्या करेंगे, इसमें एक छोटा सा surface ds choose करेंगे. We are to choose a small surface ds. Let here lambda is the charge per unit length. So अगर lambda चार्ज होगा पर यूनिट लेंथ में, तो ds में कितना आएगा? ds में आएगा lambda into ds. So what is the charge in ds? So we can write down here charge in ds is equal to how much? Lambda into ds. Now if you take this total length is equal to how much? Total length is equal to L. So charge in L कितना होगा? Lambda into L. Understood this or not? So that means हम क्या किए इसमें यूनिट लेंथ का चार्ज कंसीडर कर दिए लैम्बडा, तो जितना भी हमको चाहिए पोर्शन उसको लैम्बडा के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करके टोटल चार्ज निकाल दिए. डीएस में कितना आएगा? लैम्बडा इंटू डीएस. टोटल लेंथ में एल में कितना आएगा? लैम्बडा इंटू एल, लाइक दिस. सो देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ लिनियर चार्ज डेंसिटी, सरफेस चार्ज डेंसिटी, volumetric charge density. All are same. Similarly, surface charge density is defined as what? Charge per unit surface. Volume charge density defined as per charge per unit volume. Understood? So these two concepts we used in our next application. Now you write down. So now we go to our first application of Gauss law. That is electric field due to an infinite long thin straight charged wire. Now this is a wire. Now this is a wire whose length is how much? L. So we can find out electric field intensity of this wire. Understood? Okay. Now before going to this, we should know the procedure to find out E using Gauss law. Sorry, this is capital G. Gauss law. So what is the first procedure? Now you should remember. So we should consider a imaginary surface. You know that what is imaginary surface? The surface is, we should imagine, and it is symmetrical. Remember this. So that means such that E and theta are symmetry. So that means फर्स्ट स्टेप में क्या करेंगे, हम एक गॉसियन सरफेस कंसीडर करेंगे जिसमें क्या होगा, ई एंड थीटा सिमेट्रिकल होगा. इन द ऑल द सरफेस ई एंड थीटा आर सिमेट्रिकल. सो सेकेंड स्टेप में क्या करेंगे, सो वी मूव टू द सेकेंड स्टेप. सो नेक्स्ट क्या करेंगे, ये जो हमने गॉसियन सरफेस चूज किए इसके लिए हम डिफाइन करेंगे किसको, डिफाइन ई एंड थीटा फॉर द इमेजिनरी सरफेस. सेकेंड स्टेप में क्या करेंगे, डिफाइन करेंगे. क्या डिफाइन करेंगे, ई एंड थीटा किसके लिए, इमेजिनरी सरफेस के लिए. नेक्स्ट थर्ड में क्या होगा, आफ्टर डिफाइनिंग ई एंड थीटा वी शुड कैलकुलेट चार्ज inside the surface. That means the total charge that is inside the surface we should calculate. Next step, Q. We should calculate what here, total charge Q. Next step 4. After calculating this, that means we have E, we have theta, now we have charge Q. Then we apply what? Apply Gauss theorem, that is closed integral EdS is equal to Q by epsilon naught, to find out electric field intensity E. So by following these 4 procedures we can calculate electric field intensity using Gauss law. So what is the first, we should choose a imaginary surface. Second, we should define E theta for the imaginary surfaces. Third, we should calculate the charge, total charge inside the surface. Fourth, we apply Gauss law to find E. This simple 4 steps you can find out the Gauss law, and believe me, it is very easy. Now next we move to our calculation. Electric field intensity, electric field due to an infinite long thin straight charge wire using Gauss law. Now you see, if you take a infinite thin charge wire, first step is what? We should choose a imaginary surface. Now you can think what should be the surface so that this thin wire is inside that surface. तो हमको एक सरफेस चूज करना है जिसके लिए ये थिन वेयर उसके अंदर में रहे. किस टाइप का सरफेस होगा? यू टोल्ड मी. सर्कल होगा क्या? नहीं होगा. स्फीयर होगा क्या? नहीं होगा. रेक्टेंगल होगा क्या? नहीं होगा. दैट मीन्स वी आर कंसिडरिंग ए व्हाट? We are considering a cylinder like this. Understood? So we are considering a cylinder for our imaginary surface. Understood? So what should be the imaginary surface? We are considering cylinder. Understood? Now you should remember cylinder having three surfaces. This is first surface. This is second surface, and this one is the third surface. Understood? This is first surface, this is second surface, and this one is the third surface. So now, after considering the imaginary surface, we should define E and theta for all the surfaces. Now let us do the diagram. Now this is the infinite thin wire. Now this is infinitely long. Understood not? This is infinitely long. So we are considering this. This is the difference. This length is how much? We are considering the length is equal to how much? L. Now if this one is this is the direction of electric field intensity. If this one is the direction of electric field intensity, now we should calculate the E and theta. Let E is constant. So we are already considering a symmetrical surface where in all the surface E is constant. Now you see, for this surface, this is the direction of E and this is the direction of area vector. Area vector is outside to the normal outside to the surface. So this is the E, this is the A. So what is the theta? Is equal to 0 because both are in same direction. Now similarly, if you go for this surface, then this is the direction of E and this is the direction of A. This is the direction of E and this is the direction of A. So what is the theta? Here theta is equal to how much? 90 degree. Similarly, this is the direction of E and this is the direction of A. So what is the theta here? Theta is also 90 degree. So that means we are getting three surfaces, that is surface 1, theta is equal to 0 and intensity is equal to how much? E. Surface 2, theta is equal to 90 degree, intensity is equal to E. Surface 3, theta is equal to 90 degree, intensity is equal to E. Now this covers our step 2. So this is our step 2. We can define E and theta for every surfaces. Very simple. Now similarly, we move to the step 3. Now in step 3, we should calculate the total charge. So when you move to the step 3, let the total charge inside the cube is inside the cylinder, inside cylinder is Q, then if lambda is the charge density, charge per unit length, then total charge for the length for the length L is Q is equal to how much? अगर लैम्बडा यूनिट लेंथ का हुआ तो L का कितना होगा? लैम्बडा इंटू L। माई पॉइंट और नॉट? लैम्बडा हुआ आपका यूनिट लेंथ का, टोटल लेंथ है L, तो टोटल चार्ज उसमें कितना होगा? यूनिट लेंथ में जितना होगा इंटू टोटल लेंथ इज द टोटल चार्ज इनसाइड द Q। Okay, now this is over our step 3. Now let's move to the what? Step 4. Now what is the step 4? Now we calculate all the values, that is we have considering our imaginary surface, we have considering we are find out the different surface S1, S2, S3, and also calculate the values theta, E for all the surface. Then we calculate the total charge inside the surface Q. Next we apply Gauss law to find out the electric field intensity. So next step 4, according to Gauss law, phi total charge is equal to flux is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Now this is also defined at closed integral EdS Q by epsilon naught. Now we should calculate the value separately for surface 1, surface 2, surface 3. Now this is for surface 1. So surface 1 it will be how much? EdS cos theta. What is the value of cos theta for surface 1? You see here, for surface 1 the value is how much? 0. For surface 1 the value is equal to 0, plus for surface 2 it will be EdS cos 90, plus for surface 3 it is equal to EdS cos 90. This is equal to, now see cos 90 0, so this part is 0, this part is also equal to 0, so we are getting E1 is equal to EdS cos 0. So cos 0 1 and E is constant at the symmetrical surface, so E is taken one side, S1 into ds, E integral S1 ds. Now what is this term? Integral S1 ds, integral over surface 1 ds. This is the total area of S1. Is it no? Now see, of this surface 1 is nothing but, now if this one is a cylinder, now this is the R, this will be the length L, then what is the area of this portion? 2 pi RL. You should know this, so you can put the value here, E into 2 pi RL, that is equal to E 2 pi RL is the fluxed link. So we can put this value to this equation 1. इस इक्वेशन 1 में अगर पुट करेंगे तो E 2 pi RL is equal to Q by epsilon naught. This implies E 2 pi RL. What is the value of Q? Total charge we already find out how much? Lambda L by epsilon naught. So this implies E is equal to lambda L by 2 pi RL into epsilon naught. So LL cancelled. So E is equal to how much? Lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught into R. Now this is the electric field intensity of a infinite long thin wire. We should find out this using what? Gauss law. Clear? Very simple. By simply following these 4 steps, we can find out this Gauss law electric field intensity very easily. Similarly, you can also follow this 4 steps to find out the electric field intensity of all the objects. So next class we are find out the for a uniformly electric field intensity for a spherical cell. Thank you.